What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Kinda Punch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you from Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. You know, Deontay has said some bizarre things over the years, and this one has touched and peaked thus far. This guy has went on record to state that he would be willing to fight his brother Marcellus Wilder. That's if or when Marcellus Wilder comes to the heavyweight division. You know, I'm assuming that Marcellus wants to come to the heavyweight division, I guess over a series of fights. And he said that he would be interested in fighting his brother. And he said it with a very straight face. That would be something you would joke about. But I'm going to tell you guys, this is not a surprise from him wanting to fight his brother, because he's hinted before, back when his brother became pro, okay? When he became pro, he started in the cruiserweight division. And about maybe a week later, Deontay Wilder said that, well, maybe I should come down to cruiserweight and wipe out that division too. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, why would you want to go down there to cruiserweight to fight in a division that your brother just started? That makes no sense, you know what I mean? Unless you wanted to fight him, unless you were subliminally or hinting the idea of fighting your brother. Now he's just coming out saying, hey, yeah, I would fight my brother if he came to heavyweight, and then we would fight for the heavyweight division. So I guess, since you don't have the integrity or the respect for your brother like the Klitschko's would, or any other fighting family, you know what I mean? You would go a step farther and fight your brother for the heavyweight division, And I'm thinking, like, why would you want that? But you look at it like, you got the Cain and Abel story. You have, brothers rivalry. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess that, they probably grew up fighting together or whatever, you know what I mean? Fighting each other and stuff like that. And I don't know what the competition is, but it's always competition between siblings. It's just, it is a certain level of respect that you should have developed at a certain point of time. You know what I'm saying? You get to your 30s, you're a grown damn man. You know what I'm saying? You have no right or no reason to even want to do that, And then no one's really interviewed Marcellus, you know what I mean? But because we don't know what his thoughts of that is, I'll keep an ear out to see how he responds to that, even if he would even entertain the idea of fighting his brother. But Deontay is adamant on that, and I just don't understand that. And I guess that's the type of respect level you come from. But your dad's a preacher, Like, I don't get that. I mean, I have my own brother, and we have rivalries. It was a competition thing, but he was a lot old. He was older than me. But, I never really wanted to beat him doing what he's been doing, But, I mean, I guess if you look at it, I guess the competition debate never ended, you know what I mean? Obviously, because I guess if you're trying to outshine your brother and trying to show him that you're the better son, you know what I mean? So I think that's something deep rooted versus I just want to fight the best, because I'm like, you're talking about fighting your brother, but then you won't get in the ring with AJ over some money, but it's all about legacy. Is it legacy to fight your brother? Is it legacy to actually want to, challenge your brother or hurt your brother by knocking your brother out, or, doing damage or harm to your brother, or vice versa? This is hard to wrap your head around, but that shows you about Wilder. I think either this is an act, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at all perspectives, because Wilder, again, was not this type of dude a few years ago. He wasn't this type. He was nothing like this. He got the grill in, you know what I mean? So, he's expressing his urban roots, you know what I mean? The street trend, style and, everything like that, you know what I mean? He's, the gold chain stuff, so he's definitely expressing his urban roots or whatnot, which, hey, it is for each his own. But, if you coming out saying stuff like you said, I want a body in the ring, I want to fight my brother, I want to look at God in his eyes while I cripple his father. You look at that, man, I'm like, dude, are you for real? Or are you just trying too hard to be that dude or that villain? You know what I'm saying? Because, mind you, it's one of those things. I've said it before. I say it again. You got to be careful what you wish for. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll get to a point, and I did a video on this briefly. You'll get to a point when people start really believing your own bullshit. You know what I mean? The saddest thing about it is you start believing it as a person. So it's either two things that happen. You're really not this type of way, and you're trying to make people think you're this type of way, or you're really this, or you're this type of way pretending to be this way, then you forget who you are. Kind of like an undercover cop goes in undercover, then, you know what I mean? You've seen the stories of guys going deep undercover, and then, they ended up being tailored and changed. You know what I mean? And now they don't even really know who they are anymore. That could happen to Deontay Wilder, as far as trying to get his name out there. I mean, he's done a pretty good job, I guess, if you want to portray the infamous role. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, that makes no sense. I feel that's going overboard. My personal opinion about that, he should really think about things he says before he says them. So it's crazy. It's really crazy about the whole ordeal, because I really think that that's foul. You know what I mean? But of course, yeah, if it actually happened one day, of course I would watch it. I would cover it. But you know what I mean? I just want to put my personal opinion out there because, personally, this is personal. You want to fight your brother. So personally, I think that's foul. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't even have that mindset to fight your brother. But again, it could go back to something deep rooted. Some kind of brother rivalry back in the day when one hit somebody over the head with the phone, or you know what I mean? You got to fighting over the remote control or the PlayStation or something, something stupid, and something no one ever forgot. Because I've heard brotherly rivalries before, from other siblings. And it was something stupid and petty, you know what I mean? But they still hold on to it to this day. You know what I mean? So I just got to throw that out there, because people do things and they really just take it too far, and they just don't forgive people. They can't let it go. So this might be one of them situations, when you've seen your brother box, and he probably got pissed that his brother started boxing, instead of doing some other sport. So he probably felt, hey, you disrespected me. I'm trying to do this thing. And as a matter of fact, you're coming in at the weight class under me. I know. I'll go down there and fight everybody, including you. You know what I mean? Oh, you coming up here now? You coming up here? Oh, I'll show you. I'm the Bronze Bomber, baby. I'm going to show you what's happening. You don't know I'm just trying to imagine the mindset of people. You know what I mean? But I mean, it could have happened exactly that way. It could not have, but it might have. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.